everyone, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video I'm going to be talking about the first time I won a medal ever. I, as a kid and as a teenager, took part in things like races, we used to have sports day in school where I am in the UK, and we'd win as a part of like a group or as part of a class, but the medals that I have are the first time I ever won anything, myself, just me. So I thought I would just talk about that today. So last year I took part in the British Championships from the martial arts class that I took part in. I was very nervous because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how many people were competing or who I was competing against. And I had to travel like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from home. But my mum, being my mum, very supportive, and also a black belt, she drove me and my other half to the site where we were doing the competition. I took part in 2 different, I don't want to say events, but 2 different categories of the martial arts. One is called sparring, which is where we have like all this like protective gear, but we basically fight. And then the second one is patterns. Not one but two. Patterns. And there's basically in each colour belt that you get in Taekwondo, you have a pattern of your grade. And I had recently become a blue belt at this time, so I didn't do the pattern my grade, I did the pattern below, because I'd only just become a blue belt and I was allowed to do that. So I got there and I got changed, and it was a bit of there was a wait because they do like the juniors first, so anyone under the age of 16 or including. And then I got to my time to do the pattern and I suddenly got very, very nervous. And basically we're in the group and we got our names called, and we got put into like 2 different groups. I believe, I'm not sure if this is true, but I believe if you're in the same class they try and separate you so you're not competing against each other. But I'm very much a person who I like to just do it, get it over and done with. If there's like a difficult thing that I have to do or something that makes me nervous, I just want to do it right away so it's done and I don't have to think about it, because you dwell and you get nervous, or at least I do anyway. And yeah, so we were basically in a group and I was talking to, I can't remember his name, but I was talking to a very nice boy who was like saying about like he's competed before and like what to expect. Really, it was all very nice, even though we were like all competing against each other. It was like a really nice atmosphere, so that was really nice. And it was my turn and I competed against a very nice lady, and I like won that round. So you're like paired up, and the person who like didn't get through to the round, they get separated from the group, and it was like that. And I won my first round, but then the second round I was against someone who was a higher belt, a lot more experienced, a lot more powerful, so I didn't go through to that round. So I wasn't actually expecting to win a medal or anything, because it was like a group of 10 of us and a lot of them were a higher grade than me, or like the same grade. was really, really pleased because like I say, I'd never won a medal before. Like, I know some people are like, oh, you only came third, but I'm literally like, I came third, and that's amazing for me. And I think it's really important to celebrate the small victories as well as the big ones, just because, like, life always throws obstacles in the way, and we don't always things don't always turn out the way we want it to. So I think it's really important to celebrate the small victories as well as the big ones. And to be fair, coming in bronze was a really big deal for me. You can see the lanyard has British Championships on it as well. So that was medal number 1. Now the second event sparring, I was not expecting to get a medal at all, because I don't know, I used to be quite timid with my sparring. I used to be really nervous. And again, there were 2 different groups. So there's a group of me and 2 other women, and then another group of, like, I think another group of 3. And I was basically, what happened was we had like all our kit on, and I saw the 2 women that I was in that group with spar first. So I saw them spar, and then it was my go to go against the person who, like, almost, I think who didn't win that round. I'm not entirely sure, but I know I went up against someone who was a black stripe in kickboxing, who did like taekwondo and kickboxing, and one that just did taekwondo, but they were both black stripes, which is like the belt you get to before you get your black belt. So I sparred against the first lady, and I was just like, I just thought, I'm not going to, like, and I'm not going to lose. That's all I had in my head. It's like, I am not losing. And I think because of my grade, because they're a lot more experienced than me, it was supposed to be continuous sparring. We just try and get the points. But this was point stop, which is where when someone gets a point, you stop and you bow out courtesy, and then you continue. And I sparred against this lady, and I got in a kick, and then I just guarded for the majority of it. I didn't want to wear myself out too much because I didn't think I'd win against the kickboxer. So I won that. To be fair, I didn't know if I would have won that round. I know I got 2 points at least because I got a kick in, like, this region. You don't have to kick very hard as well in this competition. Like, you're not supposed to grab or, like, hurt each other. It's just to get points. So I won that round, and then they let me have a little break because it's a minute and a half of just, like, continuously, like, sparring. So I had a break, and then I went against the kickboxer, and yeah, she beat me. I did try and give it my best, but she beat me, and there was actually a time I nearly cried because basically she kicked me really hard in the stomach, and I nearly fell flat on my face, but I, like, stopped myself. Like, I got my balance, and I was just like my stomach really hurt, but I was like, power through, come on, power through. And I did, and I knew I didn't win that round. She definitely did, but yeah, I was pleased because, like, in the group of 3 and coming second, again, the small victories, I wasn't expecting to win anything because I'd never won a medal before. So then when they gave me the medal and like the black belts, they sort of monitor the different areas that you're competing in, and they give out the medals and they call out your names just to know which group you're going in and that you're going in the correct way. And it was really funny actually because they gave me my medal, and there were some people I had to shake their hands with, and they were like half my age, and I just thought, that's amazing that you're so young and you've got like a black belt and maybe was amazing. And it was really funny as well because I still have my mouth guard in, because obviously you have to protect your teeth. You don't want to get hit. And I was like kind of smiling a lot. I was like trying to smile but I couldn't, so it was just like a really big grin, like shaking the hands and everything. And this is the medal that I got. It's the same medal, but when you turn it around, it's silver. And again, small victories. I didn't even think I would win anything because I saw me and 4 other people and I thought, oh my gosh, they're gonna kick my butt. But I guess it's a frame of mind as well that I had. My teacher said it must have been your frame of mind as well. Because you had that mindset like, I don't want to lose, and then you didn't. And my mum was super pleased that I got silver, and there were 2 black stripes, who like had a lot more experience than me, so she was super pleased and proud of me, which is nice. It's nice. And there's a different black belt in my class, and I won't say her name, but you know, she saw me sparring and she was like, I was so proud of you. So that was really sweet as well. But yeah, I have these. I need to find a good place to put these medals because I've got a picture of me after I competed. I look sweaty. But I need to find like a frame for that picture, and I need to find somewhere to hang up my medals. I'm in rented accommodation, so I can't really put holes in the wall willy-nilly. But yeah, I will find a place to put them one day and I will hang them up, and I'm hoping to do more competitions in the future. There was a competition on the weekend the weekend after my birthday. Obviously I couldn't go. I was planning on going like 6 months ago, but then I found out when the Hindu was and everything that was happening with my birthday, so it just didn't make sense to go. I would have been knackered, and I mean I couldn't go anyway, but next time. And I really think like this just doing the competition just gave me like a boost of confidence that I'm not like rubbish, and because sometimes like it's really easy if you don't do something right all the time and you compare yourself to others, you think, oh, I'm rubbish, like I'm not good enough. But it just gave me a confidence boost really that I needed. Be like, actually I'm not rubbish. But yeah, that is the story of when I first